¿Cuáles son las novedades de FIFA 13?
So at the moment, we're talking about gameplay. Throughout the rest of the year, we'll be talking about all the other features that are coming this year in FIFA 13. So the philosophy, I guess, behind gameplay this year is we wanted to capture the drama and unpredictability of real football. And when you look at what's happened in the Premier League at the end of the season, or indeed in the Champions League, pretty much any football match, dramatic and unpredictable things happen, and we wanted to, as I say, capture that. So it kind of comes in two flavours for us. First up is wanting to provide creativity and freedom in attack, and then secondly, a true battle for possession. And looking at those two things separately, in attack, one of the big features this year is attacking intelligence. So in last year's FIFA, with tactical defending being introduced, we kind of had this idea that players had more time on the ball, which they did, but didn't really have a sense that the team was attacking with them. So oftentimes they would kind of get into the final third and then find themselves waiting for help, which obviously isn't great. So we wanted to fix that. This year's attacking intelligence feature does that a lot. We've introduced more decisive runs, curved runs to stay on side, the ability for players to create their own passing channels, curving in behind defenders, as well as a new system that allows the AI to kind of predict plays beyond the immediately obvious. So you'll get that players now think one or two steps ahead of where they were, trying to get into a position to support another player, rather than only getting into a position to receive the ball, which is very much how previous FIFA's worked. So that's the kind of artificial intelligence side of it. For the second part of creativity and freedom in attack, we wanted to give people even more control of the ball in attacking situations. So we've introduced a new dribbling mechanic called complete dribbling that allows players of the game now to have not just control over 360 degrees of direction or very high fidelity control over distance moved, but now also maintain a face angle and even move laterally. So it's full mobility on the pitch now, and that really allows you to face up against a defender, kind of jink about, sidestep and explode out, or indeed, come down the wing facing up a defender and then explode past him with a sprint. Very enjoyable. It's contextual based, so the CPU puts you into that system when it feels you would benefit most, but you can activate it manually with both triggers as well. So it's a very enjoyable, flattering way to control the ball. So that's the creativity and freedom in attack. Looking at the other side of it, which is a true battle for possession, last year's player impact engine really improved the visuals and fluidity of the game, but it didn't really add or change the game or how it played particularly. So we wanted to introduce some features with the player impact engine that would do that. And the big one this year really is called push and pull. It's the ability to actually on or off the ball physically interact with the player by pushing them or pulling them back based on where you are with them. And essentially what that allows you to do is give them a shove and influence their control of the ball, which never existed in previous FIFAs. So now that you can influence their control of the ball, it links nicely into our other big feature in True Battle for Possession, which is first touch control. And what that is a new system for determining who has ball control. If you kind of think of a player, what way he's facing, how he's moving, how skillful he is, versus a ball, how that's moving, how fast it's spinning, which direction it's coming to that player in. We now calculate the likelihood of that player being able to cleanly control the ball. If he can cleanly control it, great. You have the ball under control, but on certain circumstances, because the player can't control the ball will get away from him. So now you can imagine being able to shove or pull a player, they then take a bad touch, allowing you to steal the ball for them. So that we really feel those kind of four big things together capture the drama and unpredictability of real football, and there's tons of other stuff too.
¿Qué mejoras ha habido en modo manager o Virtual Pro?
So right now we're talking about our gameplay improvements. Throughout the entire year we'll be talking about the things that we're doing in career mode, in online and all the other areas of the game.
¿Con el nuevo método de fuera de juego podremos seguir cayendo en él?
So the players will do everything they can to stay onside. The idea here is that, you know, professional football players try too, but you still get offsides. What we don't want to have happen is players running offside, running back onside, running offside, running back onside, which is kind of what you got in previous FIFAs, this kind of robotic fishtailing between both situations. Now they'll try to stay onside. They won't always, but when they're doing it, they're not going to keep changing their mind about what they're trying to do. It just leads itself to a lot more fluid and believable play.
¿El sistema defensivo del año pasado tuvo buena recepción por parte de la comunidad?
So for the most part, we're very happy with tactical defending from last year. Around about 95% of people are still using it, so I think it proved to be very popular. Naturally, there was a bit of a learning curve there, and initially, feedback was like, "Whoa, this is a big change." But I think once you got used to it, people really appreciated the kind of possessional defending mechanic that we put in. We did want to give players more tools to defend those, so the push-pull mechanic that we're introducing this year means that you can now try to make the attacking player make a mistake, which is not something that you could really do in previous FIFAs, rather than just waiting for them to make a mistake. And similarly, tactical defending last year gave attacking players more time on the ball, without so much attacking support, and changing the way that works with our new attacking intelligence means that they'll have a lot more attacking options too.